In chapter 3, Much Afraid wakes up with a pain throbbing in her heart. And it takes her a moment to realize, but it feels like that the pain is trying to tell her something. And then she remembers that when the great shepherd came by her house yesterday singing, that she didn't respond to his call. And she feared that she may have missed the opportunity to go, that he may have left already. So, this pain that wakes her up and reminds her of this spurs her into action. She jumps out into the night. It's as you know, the sun hasn't come up yet. We don't know what time of night it was, but it was nighttime, and she runs through the streets, runs to where the flocks are, and asks those shepherds if they've seen the great shepherd, and they didn't know where he was. And then she ran to check the trysting place, which is where they planned to meet to go on their journey. And he was waiting there for her. And he told her that when he came by her cottage yesterday, he was coming to tell her that they would leave this morning for their journey. And Much Afraid was so happy and relieved to find him and that he had not left yet. And she says to him, I will follow you anywhere. That was just the most important thing to her, was to make sure she didn't miss out on that opportunity. What stands out to me the most in chapter 3 is the purpose of the seed or thorn of love that the great shepherd planted in Much Afraid's heart. The fact that it woke her with pain at the exact time for her to find the great shepherd and still be able to leave with him, even though she missed the message that he came to tell her the day before. That prompting, because she had accepted that seed of love from the shepherd, even though he warned her it would be pain mingled with love, at least for a little while. Because she accepted that, that was able to guide her to make sure she didn't miss out on leaving. And it made sure that she couldn't. She had, when she woke up, she had to find the great shepherd. The pain of imagining that he thinks she decided not to go, that he might think she is rejecting leaving. It caused her so much pain that it overcame any fear. And so she ran out into the streets. And I love where, it says that 100 craven fears would not have stopped her, because that pain swallowed up any fear that she had. And that pain is love, really, right? Like it is the pain that is there because of the love that she has for the chief shepherd. And I think that if not for that seed in her heart causing that pain, there's a good chance she would have simply convinced herself that she wouldn't be able to make it up the mountain anyways. It's better if the chief shepherd leaves without her. All of her doubts and lies would have been able to take over. But because of that, the seed of love that caused that pain, she just knew she wouldn't be able to live with herself if she didn't find him and make sure he knows that she still wants to go and to see if she can. Even though her fear overcame her in the last chapter when her family invaded her house and she wasn't able to call out to the great shepherd and wasn't able to respond to his call, that seed of love in her heart still made sure that she was able to get there to their meeting place when she needed to start the journey. I think the message of that for us, of what we can take out of that, is that those fears and doubts that we all have, they will prevent us from seeking Christ, from following Him. There's times when we can be doing great with that, and then fear, an experience, can cause this resurgence of that fear in our life, and it makes that listening, right, and experiencing that love in our heart, it just makes it harder to feel and hear, and we become so focused on trying to control things again because of fear. And so there's times that we all need the reminders of that love in our heart. But also, the more that it's experienced, right, which is what the journey for Much Afraid is, the more it's experienced and the more that grows in her heart, the sooner she's able to notice when something is getting in the way of her love for the Great Shepherd. And that's the same with us. The more we experience that, the more we allow Christ's love into our heart, into our fear, into the sides of ourselves we don't like to show anyone, then the more healing that happens, and the quicker we can come back to the truth when fears or lies pop up again. So this is just the beginning, right? Now they are starting on the journey, and a lot of exciting parts ahead in her process of perfect love, casting out fear. So we will continue that with the next chapter.